Hey everybody, I'm back with messages on this couple. So let's see what's going on. Something is definitely going on. We got betrayal, we got heartache and pain, we got a possible baby mama situation in the background, or we got Kendall not desiring to have kids. We got something going on here. Overall, I think they're gonna work it out, tough it out, make it out. But this kind of feels like they're spiritually strong, and that they're spiritually strong because she believes in him. She looks up to him. So that's what makes them strong because she's willing. So that makes them a strong couple. He got some stuff going on. We'll try to dissect that a little bit. But she's willing to do whatever it takes because she believes in him and his potential of becoming the greatest champ. She's rooting for him. She's a cheerleader. She's a supporter. She's a help me. She's a lover, a friend. She is a fan of his future life. And I feel like they're in a situation right now where everything that happens in the first 1 to 2 years of dating is actually happening in the marriage right now. The breakup, the makeup, the past exes, dealing with if we're going to get pregnant or not, dealing with being pregnant. She could be pregnant right now, all I know. But it's just all of that is happening. This is more than a 7 year itch. This is they are trying to break ground right now. They're breaking up ground, trying to become grounded because the foundation wasn't laid yet, I'm assuming, or all the bushes were not in front. I just feel like so many things keeps unraveling every 6 to 7 days in this relationship. But by her desiring to believe in him, they're able to put a shield of protection around themselves to handle it. Um, Even though there are some emotional issues going on inside of it. So it's a lot going on here. You know, some people, men and women, are wishing for marriage and desiring to be in marriage and even conflict other marriages because they want a partner. Let me tell you something. Don't envy this relationship. Do not be jealous or envious of it because it is so much stuff happening, some serious stuff. They're bearing crosses in this thing to keep it together. You don't want what somebody else have, and I feel like she'll tell you that too. Like you don't want this. You don't know the price I'm paying right now. You don't want this. You don't want what they have. They decided to be together and join forces and fight wars together. And they're both willing to do it. You don't want this. Out of all the other easy relationships each one of them could have picked, they didn't pick it. They picked the toughest one, which is each other. And they have decided to fight for unity. That's what they decided here. And it's a cost to pay for this. You don't want this. Okay? So they got to focus on how to be together and bring things together, on how to bring this oneness in the relationship. And I think that we saw that that's a challenge for them because she is on his side or behind him and is calling for them to be one in agreement, both knowing things and having knowledge of the relationship and the stuff that's happening. It's very important for them to become one and be one, and that's going to take time, but that's the only way this relationship can balance out and work. So here we go. Fantasia. She learned a lot about this man in the marriage, not before it. She's learned a lot about him today. She's learning a lot of secrets or private things or things that wasn't revealed. She's learning a lot. It's all coming out. And she has to make a serious decision to recommit. You're going to recommit. You're going to stick in this. You're gonna continue on this life path. Now that you know this, and now that you know that, there are some things that she found out along the way, and this stuff is still open. He has some baggage that's still open. This could be a child. This could be issues with the child and the mother of the child. It could be something like that. But she realized now that it's really going to take a sacrifice even more to deal with this situation because he got unfinished business and she's tired. She's tired of dealing with his unfinished business. She wants some rest from the situation. She's tired of dealing with it. She feels that it is so unfair that they have to deal with this. But yeah, y'all got to deal with this. Y'all chose each other to fight against all odds. And that's just the way it is. They have a warrior-like relationship in the spirit. I do feel that. But she's tired, but she can't get tired because it's a fight. It's a strife. It's always something going on. Why do we get all of this energy around them? Because they have to become one. And that's going to be the most challenging thing for them to do is to become one. That means both of them being leaders, being one. Both of them fighting themselves and becoming one. Not just using the other person to be, not just to be a follower, but being accountable for the life as well. She can't get by on just following him. It's going to come a time where she's going to have to rise and be king too. Queen and king. That might sound odd. But if the king is down and the king is dealing with some unfinished business, it may take her to rise up in some situations. And instead of her waiting, she may need to take some action on some things. So she's going to learn a lot about herself as a woman. She's going to learn a lot about herself as a wife. And she's going to start to figure out when to be the woman, when to be the wife, when to be king, when to be queen. When is king even needed? It's needed because there's some unfinished business here. And you're going to have to be king over your personal stuff, your personal life, your personal feelings, your personal situation. Because I got you tired and fatigued. I got you fighting battles that's not even yours, but they are yours. I don't even know what that's all about. She just feel like it's so unfair that she has to deal with this stress of this unfinished situation. But she's holding on to the marriage tight as possible. There's some fear here, fear of an outcome. It's almost like I don't want this secret to get out. I don't want this unfinished business or information to come out. That's what it feels like to me. It's tight too. And she holding on tight. It could be an Aquarius involved in this situation causing conflict too. Or this can be her trying to hold on tight to something that was revealed to her that she don't want to come out to the public. Whatever the case is, not only does it make her tired and make her feel like things is unfair, she feels like she's abandoned because of it. She feels abandoned. She feels like there's not enough attention on her. She feels like whatever he's dealing with, that he left her to do it. Or he counted her out and didn't let her know. It definitely could have something to do with a Virgo that's involved in this situation. She's trying to find a new way to handle things so she can feel the way she used to in a relationship. I tell you something else. There's also just a lot of thoughts over her anyway. So I do want to add that in. There's a lot of emotions over here. But that may be just normal for her. She do believe that this is her soulmate without a shadow of a doubt. And sometimes we believe that a person is our soulmate because we are willing to give our soul to them. And sometimes we find out that they're not a soulmate. Sometimes they're not prepared for that soul connection to 10 years later. Sometimes they never find it. But she believes that this is her soulmate. Yes, you do. Believe that this person was chosen for her. And that's the judgment. And she believes in spirit, and she believes that all of this heavy burden will cease. She's waiting around and being strong until everything gets back in order. Not only does she believe the situation is going to be worked out, she also believes that all the burdens will fall away and create that passion back. I think they need to spend a little more time together too. I feel like they've been dealing with a situation on and off, and it's like causing a lot of heaviness on the relationship. Yeah, she believes that this gonna work out in new beginnings, but she Cancer. Of course, she's supposed to believe this. This is what they do. Of course, Cancer believes in love and family. Yeah, she believes that things is gonna be all right. She has strong, strong, heavy faith in all of this being worked out. She see her husband as unstable right now. He's dealing with some things. He's unstable. He's not as strong as he usually is or need to be. She see him as dealing with some things. She's concerned. She want this peace to come quickly. Like, leave him alone. He's happy over here. Type feeling. Yeah. Waiting on some more clarity to come in. She's waiting on that. She want a situation over so bad. And she's trying to keep a tight lip about it. Maybe this water sign is causing conflict in this relationship. I got an air sign, Virgo, and a water sign that could cause possible conflict. Whatever the case is, she could stay in prayer, she could stay in faith, she could stay in belief, but the truth of the matter is, it is more conflict to go. She knows that too. Deep down, she knows it. This has been going on for a while. She's not walking away from this situation. I feel like they're dealing with some old baggage that came back. The overall message for them, they need to come together and become as one. They need to be a team fighting this situation. No loose ends. I don't know why they being advised about that unless somebody's being unfair. It could be very possible that this husband is handling things by himself when they should handle it together. Don't leave room for idle time. I just heard that. It may be something like that. He starts off his section of messages basically saying that there's some heartbreak and betrayal that he got himself back into. It almost feels like he reunited with an old partner, or it feels like an old hurt situation came back and he kept it from her. Some kind of way he got himself entangled back in an old situation. Sure did. That's what she found out. That something restarted or still exists. Definitely. Yeah. Whatever it was, it stopped him in his tracks. It stopped action. Whatever this betrayal was, something reunited, something came back. It was to him too. It stopped him in his tracks. Now he's trying to find a way to shake his way up out of it. It's like some type of dark cloud came over, like, oh my God, this situation happening again. And then he just stopped in his tracks, stopped putting effort in their marriage because of the things that he's experienced on this outside situation. Yeah. Whatever it did, it caused him not to move forward with her. He didn't kind of separated from her once this thing came back up. He stopped taking action with her. He put her on some type of rest. Maybe this is just him dealing with the frustrations of this betrayal and hurt, and put her on rest, separated from her. He's trying to move away from the situation. He's trying to move away from the issue. He's disappointed by what's happening. He hates that it's happening. He's trying to take control and fix things, but she feels abandoned in the process. He's trying to fix this situation. He's trying to take control and balance out a situation from the past that came back. He don't know how to do it. He don't know what to do with it. He's unsure on how to fix it. She believes in him. We got a tower here in reverse. This is past issues that came back. He been here before. And she just praying and faith walking all the way through. He got some serious stuff going on his side. And she all in the spirit realm. Canceling that sucker out. But I think she might be avoiding that he may need healing in something first. You know, sometimes we're so quick to cancel and sweep things under the rug, but we got to have healing first. And sometimes we just get back into bed and eat breakfast the next morning without help, without change. Because he's been here before. This is some old stuff. This is an old behavior. I don't know what he want. I don't know. Do he want this past situation? What is his desires? It's almost like it came back and now he got to figure out what to do. Like he got to make a choice all over again. Kind of make me feel like it's the weirdest thing. Why do I feel like he got to make a choice between an old situation? Like, it's like he got to look at an old situation and say, do you want it? Well, why would you have to make a choice and you're already in something now? Life is planned. Life is already set. But I have him needing to make a decision inside of this life. He wants growth. He don't want any more stress about this. He's really going through a lot of mental stuff, trying to weigh his options. Why do I feel like he's thinking about going backwards to another person? Feels like that. Really do. He's trying to fix it though. He's trying to keep everybody cool. He's trying to keep things balanced. Yeah. I think she is so unaware of how much he needs assistance, help. I don't think that she knows that this is not a quick fix. This is deep in his heart. This is not no surface issue. He's trying to create a way to bring balance back and leadership back. He's trying to get back in his spot. He knocked his own self out of his king spot. That's how they communicate to king, queen all day long. He knocked his own self out of his king spot by allowing a past situation to come back in the present. And she figures it out. She finally gets the information. And now he's trying to balance this out. She knows he's unstable and he all over the place. And he got to figure out something to say to her so she can feel grounded. This makes me feel like I'm not going to explain to you my mental stress and me feeling tempted to choose something else. It's like he's hiding his emotions about what's happening. And he needs to say something to her to keep the foundation set. There's some things inside of this man that needs to be chiseled. She right with him though. Yes, I'm so serious. My God. Lies. There are some lies going on. Lies and sneaking. He's just gonna create another way to make her feel comfort. Because her eyes is not on him. Her eyes is above him. She's not looking at him in his eyes. She's looking at him, but she's only seeing the future vision that she see. She's really not looking at him. He's torn inside. I got lies and sneaky behavior. He's trying to create some messages to bring comfort to her. She see that he's unstable, but she believes that things is going to work out, but it's actually more conflict to come. Of course it is. I got him creating security on top of lies. Mm-mm. 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 Lord have mercy. Didn't expect this one. But then again, these be the ones you expected. Yeah. Life is not perfect. Yeah, he's going to try to hide it. He's hiding something. He's hiding something. He's torn on something. He's hiding something. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. This is an unhealed man. And you just can't put sex and love on top of it. This is a man who has unfinished business. And you just can't put faith on top of it. This is a man that is actually thinking about what love really is. He's questioning himself a lot. This is a man that's going to say anything he got to say to keep her comfort and comfortable. Yet he'll be keeping secrets inside. He been in this situation before. This is a trait of his. She missed the traits. They're dating right now and learning at the same time. But I think she's underestimating the things that's going on inside of him. And I don't like it because I've done it before, Fantasia. Okay, let me tell you this. If you care, you pray. Definitely do that. If you care, you pray. Because when those scales are removed from your eyes, it'll take you out. It'll take you out and put you on your knees. He needs a lot of healing, and you need a truth serum over here. This is they both have left towers in their life, and they both are walking into a tower. But the one that they walking towards, because this ain't over. The one that they walking towards. What I mean by the tower, I'm talking about this big shift that wakes you up and say, look at your mess. Look at the truth. When they have that day can break them or heal them. It's actually a good day. I got her so in the spirit. I don't even know if her eyes blink. Like, can you see? This gonna be going on for a while too, because she not looking at nothing. He got some time to keep doing this role. I don't see no healing from the stuff that he going through. No shifts. I don't see no spiritual help in transitioning anything. I see him being successful in this situation to keep this going for a while. Because that's one thing that they're fighting for, to keep it going. They're both fighting to keep it going, but what about fighting to keep it right? To keep it real and right? Hmm. Okay. Let me stop. I'm stop right there. All right, that was a good one, y'all. I forgot who requested that, but that was a good one. All righty. Bye bye.